Hello, everyone, and welcome to Arts and Crafts with a Naturalist. My name's Clarissa, and today we're going to be making a pet octopus. Hope you're excited today to learn about octopuses, while crafting a pet one, what you'll need: a sheet of red paper or whatever color you want to make your octopus. And then I've got some yellow paper so that I can make a crown for mine afterwards. You also need some scissors. Make sure that you're using safety scissors or have a parent or guardian to help you with the cutting. A marker or color pencils or crayons so that you can draw on your octopus. And we've got some tape so that we can put it together without using glue or having to wait for that. There's a weird clicking in the audio. Sorry about that. Not sure what the issue is. Hopefully it will go away. So octopuses are mollusks, which means that they're related to snails and other bivalves like clams and mussels. So they have no bones except for their beak. So in their mouth, they've got a little beak like a parrot, and that's the only hard part of them. The rest is all squishy. So they're an invertebrate. They don't have that backbone like we do. To get started, we're gonna cut red paper so that we can form the arms and the body of our octopus. So octopuses, it starts with that arc. Body is getting worse. The audio is getting worse. We'll switch it to my phone. Can you hear me now? Better. So welcome to Arts and Crafts with a Naturalist. Hope that audio sounds a lot better. We're going to be making our pet octopus. So octopuses are invertebrates. They don't have that backbone that we have. They're related to snails and clams. They've got soft body, and instead of a hard shell, they just have a beak like a parrot. That's their mouth. So what you'll need: scissors, paper, utensil to draw on your octopus, and some tape. Going to cut those 8 arms. So octopus, it's got 8 arms. So 1 arm, 2, 3, 4, halfway there. Got a lot of arms on these guys. 5, 6, 7, and 8 arms. So an octopus has arms rather than tentacles because those arms have suckers on them for feeding, whereas a squid or a jellyfish has tentacles. They don't have those suckers on their tentacles, but octopuses, they've got arms. So then you've got your section, the body of your octopus, and we're going to roll that up into a cylinder. Find a good size that you want your octopus, and then we can cut off the extra paper. Get some tape. Roll it into that cylinder. And tape it up. So we've got our cylinder. That's going to be the body of the octopus. Here in the Puget Sound and off the coast of Washington, we have 2 species of octopus. We've got the little red octopus and the giant Pacific octopus. The largest octopus in the world we have here in the Puget Sound and off the coast of Washington. They also range all the way over to Japan and down to California, up to Alaska. So there we go. We've got the body. Now it's time for the arms. If you want, you can draw a bunch of those suckers on the octopus arms. It uses those suckers to grab onto things. They can hold up to 10 pounds on the octopus's single suction cup, can hold about 10 pounds of force or weight. And they use them to taste around, taste a bunch of different foods, looking for their favorites, such as crabs, lobsters, clams. So what you want to do is you want to take the arm, roll it around your finger or maybe a pencil, and that way it gets all curly. And then we're going to tape the outside of it so it curls. Tape, sticky part is on that inside curl bit, and we're going to stick it inside. And there we go. Octopus has 1 arm so far. The giant Pacific octopus that we have around here, they can get to about 12 to 15 feet. That is a big octopus. Compared to the red octopus, they only get about 20 inches. So that's almost 2 feet, a little less. Whereas those giant Pacifics, 12 to 15. And that might not even be the largest one that they've found so far. So, gonna keep taking those arms, rolling them up, and taping them to the inside of our octopus. 2 arms, not the most stable. Got to get all 8 arms on them. So while the giant Pacific octopus can reach 12 to 15 feet in length, they only live 3 to 5 years. Sad. It's a very short lifespan for octopuses, but some only live 1 year. It's pretty quick year that goes by for those octopuses. Another arm rolled up, sticking it inside. Octopuses can usually be found in a den. They like to make their home in a hole, maybe under some sunken wood or in some rocks. And so they can be hard to find. But if you're scuba diving or snorkeling and you see a pile of crab shells or clam shells, then that tells you that an octopus is nearby, because they don't like to get their dens dirty. So they'll throw all the bits of food that they didn't eat, all that shell that's not very tasty. They like the inside of the crab, the meaty part. So they'll throw all that shells outside of their den. And so that's how you find an octopus. You look for its trash pile. And then scientists can look in that trash pile and they can see what the octopus has been eating. So then it tells us maybe if it's eating a lot of crabs rather than clams, maybe there's not as many clams out and about for the octopus to find. So it kind of tells us about the environment as well. Another arm. Make sure that when you tape them, that the curly part sticks out. Yep. Standing up pretty well. So octopuses are known to be very well hidden. That's why they look for those piles of trash, because they can camouflage. So you might have heard that octopuses can change their colors, and it has to do with the layers of skin that they have. Different layers are different colors, and so they can expand certain layers to appear white, or close that layer and expand others to appear more red. And so they're very good at camouflaging with their surroundings. They've got large eyes that can see all the different colors so that they know how to appear in their environment. For an invertebrate, that organism without a backbone, they have really advanced eyes. Another leg. Almost there. We've got a septopus now. It's only got 7 legs, or 7 arms. Roll up that last piece. Tape it in there. And there you go. Well, your octopus has all 8 arms. all 8 arms with a bunch of different suckers on, or a bunch of suckers on each arm that they use to taste their environment, feel around. If it grabs onto you, it's just tasting you. It's not gonna bite. If its whole body is on you, then you have a bit of a worry, then it might bite, because octopuses do have a mouth on their underside there. And instead of like our mouths, they have a beak, kind of like birds, and that's their only hard part. So now we're going to make our octopus have more of this rounded head. So what we want to do is we're going to cut the top here, just some lines around, go about 3/4 of an inch in, a little less than an inch, cutting all around. Cut around the top. What you're going to do is you're going to fold in these bits one by one, fold one in, fold the other, keep going around. And now it's got a rounded head. Grab some tape. And tape at the top. And now your octopus has the top of its head. You can take your colored pencils, markers, whatever you have available, and you can draw its face. I think that looks pretty cute. Cute pet octopus. So while it may look cute, octopuses can be dangerous. They do have that beak, and inside that beak, they have a venom. And especially the blue-ringed octopus, that's the most venomous octopus, that one bite can kill an adult. So you really don't want to pick up an octopus. The ones around here won't kill you, but it will hurt for like 3 weeks, and you may get an infection from it. So you don't want to pick up an octopus and have it bite you. Now, I think its head looks a little bare, so that's why I made a crown for this one. You can make any kind of hat you want for it. I think I'll make them both have cute little crowns. Take my yellow sheet, make that crown shape. So you may be wondering, like, how would you even stumble upon an octopus? And usually they're found pretty deep in the water, but they will also venture into the intertidal zone, looking for some crabs there, or clams, anything that it can eat. They're pretty adventurous at trying new foods. Got my crown, fold it around. take some tape. Tape up my crown. Now to tape it to its head, I'm going to use 2 pieces of tape. Put them on the inside of the crown. And then fold those sticky bits over. And pop it on its head. Oh, upside down or backwards. Pop. And there. We got my pet octopus, and it's got a friend. If you see an octopus and it's acting really friendly, it's kind of weird, then it could be at the end of its life. Sadly, after octopuses reproduce, the female spends so much energy taking care of her eggs. She can lay 100,000 to 400,000 eggs, and she spends all her time taking care of them, making sure that nothing grows on them and that they're going to be little healthy babies. And as soon as those octopuses hatch out of the eggs, the mom is pretty spent. She's worked really hard. She hasn't eaten anything since she laid her eggs, and they can hatch in 6 to 7 months. So that's a long time to go without eating. And so she's about to die. She's about to pass away. And so if you see an octopus acting funny, it's the end of her life. They only live 3 to 5 years, but hope those are 3 to 5 very adventurous years, eating lots of crab. I hope you enjoyed our arts and crafts with a naturalist. We're going to be taking a break for a while now that school is about to start, but you can still see our Tiny Tides videos. They'll still be up each Friday. Please, if you are interested still, to check back into our Facebook for other upcoming events, such as our sea stroll that's coming up. We'll also be having a new program called Adopt a Tank. So our tanks, our inhabitants, they need the care and they need food. And through Adopt a Tank, you'll be helping us to purchase good food for them and to pay to have those tanks cleaned, so our aquarists can make sure that they are healthy. And through that, you get to then watch our tanks. We'll be putting a GoPro into them, and you can tune in and watch your tank that you adopted and how all of the organisms in there are doing. If the crabs are poking around in the rocks, or if the fish are swimming around and investigating the GoPro, it'll be a pretty cool program that will be started after Labor Day. And each month you can adopt a tank. You get a certificate and facts about those animals in the tank. And what a cool experience that you have a pet tank at the Estuarium that you can look into. And then you don't actually have to take care of those fish. So if you've been wanting a fish tank but haven't had those resources, you can adopt ours for a month. And we'll also have your name displayed so people can see that you're the cool one, you're the one adopting this tank for the month. It's a wonderful opportunity that I'm excited that we get to help promote. We also have we're gonna have a shark dissection video coming up soon. So make sure to hit that follow button on our Facebook page so that you get updates when we'll be posting that video. We'll be doing I think, spiny dogfish dissection. So you get to see all the cool insides of a shark. And then, as I mentioned before, that sea stroll is happening where we'll give you a tour of the historical shoreline downtown Olympia before we filled in much of the bay so that we could have a downtown. And that is Saturday the 13th. We have 4 different walks. Then the first one will be starting at 11, and then they'll be going until 2:45. They should only be about an hour to an hour and a half walk throughout downtown, learning all about the history. It's pretty cool events we have going on. Excited to be a part of them. Thanks for tuning in and sticking with us. I've enjoyed our arts and crafts with the Naturalist videos. And have a wonderful day.